What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt. So there have been a ton of leaks regarding the Nintendo Switch 2. And, you know, we know how much RAM the Switch 2 is going to have. We know what the Switch 2 is going to look like based on these third-party manufacturer leaks. We know who's supplying the components. We know who's making the system. We know pretty much what the system is going to be able to do outside of a few surprises here and there. And I said earlier that Nintendo, because the Switch 2 is so similar to the Switch in terms of form factor and in terms of functionality, that they weren't too worried about these leaks. And that the only thing that would get them to really start worrying is if games for the system started to leak. Well, enter the French leakers. Now, if you guys have been following console leaks since the Wii, you would know that some of the biggest and craziest leaks have come from the French. A lot of the leaks, like almost most of these leaks have come from the French. Like, there's a reason why most Ubisoft games leak ahead of time. There's a reason why most Warner Brothers games leak ahead of time, because they have a lot of French developers. And so for whatever reason, the French like to leak. Well, a French retailer has listed a bunch of playholders for Nintendo Switch 2 games from the likes of Electronic Arts, Square Enix, Bandai Namco, Bethesda, who else? Warner Brothers, Take-Two. Did I say that already? Quite a few games, and the list keeps getting bigger. And that should actually worry Nintendo, because the French don't seem to care about leaking stuff. And it's been like this every single generation. And usually if something is leaked on a French site, it's usually 100% legitimate. I mean, the French are the ones who leaked The Witcher 3 on the Switch 3 years before it came out. The game was in development for Switch for 3 years. So they literally leaked The Witcher 3 on the Switch literally like weeks after it started development. And they already had a pre-order page up for it. That should show you guys how serious this situation has gotten. Like, yeah. This is something that maybe the other leaks, Nintendo was like, oh, well, that's unfortunate. This is the kind of stuff that gets them worried, because you have a French retailer putting up placeholders for games, and then other retailers tend to follow suit. So don't be surprised if you get some random unannounced game number 1, unannounced game number 2 on Amazon. Or unannounced game number 3, unannounced game number 4 at Best Buy. This is how this starts. And this is exactly what Nintendo doesn't want. It's what we want, because we want the system to get announced as soon as possible. But with this kind of thing happening, this means that literally the announcement is around the corner. Might not be this week, but it's coming.